Welcome in, everybody. It is the FNL postgame podcast with a chill in the air. All is right in the world as the high school
Feels
football.
good, doesn't it?
Believe 2 full months of high school football action in the books. This will be our 9th week. They call it week 8 on the Oklahoma football schedule, just to be fun and quirky and weird. But yeah, this is the 9th week of high school football. Dan Lindblad there, Caden McFarland here. Dan, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. Like you said, there's a chill in the air. I have my window open. We're feeling good.
We're feeling real good. We're feeling real good. The vibes are immaculate, as I'm told kids say. Hey,
That's vibes are so high.
you know where the vibes are immaculate. I mean, like they can't possibly be any. They almost, I think, wrote the book on vibes being immaculate. Bixby High School football. Holy smokes! Just yet again, a beatdown on a Friday night. They go into Broken Arrow and come away with a 51-7 victory without Cordell Goldsby. Carson Kirby throws for 300 yards basically and 6 touchdowns. Most of them long touchdowns. I think 5 of the 6, 34 yards or more. We've said we're just going to continue to celebrate this excellence, routine as it may become. Your latest thoughts on the Bixby Spartan wrecking ball?
I mean, they do it every which way. I mean, and it feels like every single time we hear guys or we say guys' names that we haven't said yet. We haven't said Jet Perez's name, I don't think, up to this point.
Yeah.
And then he goes out and has a monster game and kind of makes his name known in the area. So you talk about them missing a couple guys, and that next man up mentality is so different around there because they are so loaded. They have so many guys. They can just, oh yeah, we're missing him. We'll just throw somebody else in there and he'll go off for 3 touchdowns and 100+ yards receiving. It's wild.
Yeah. Everybody seems ready for their opportunity, and the little wrinkle in the game plan that might feature this guy, well, that just goes according to plan. It seems like every single time. But, now remember, they did not go 10-0 in the regular season last year. Jenks got them at the very end in that game that was on national TV. And so I thought to myself, okay, how close is this year's 7-0 to last year's 7-0? And the numbers are pretty remarkable. At this point last year, after the Broken Arrow win, Bixby was outscoring opponents 472 to 55. And right now it's 434 to 57. So basically what they've given up is identical. You're looking at a little more than about 8 points per game given up. And then offensively, you're up over 60 points per game. It's about a touchdown less than it was 1 year ago. We're averaging.
And last year they set the school record for most points scored in a regular season ever. And I think I was looking at, I think it's top 3. I think Paska had an offense in there that was unreal. And, I don't know if that makes some fine offenses up there. I know they're going to be up there top 5, but I can't remember the order. But last season was so we're like, yeah, Bixby. Last season was historic. And they're just keeping up with the same pace. It's fascinating.
And, you sent a freshman tight end, to Arkansas who was tearing it up.
The greatest tight end of ever, right?
Yeah, that's right. According to one of his tight end teammates there in Fayetteville, Luke is the greatest tight end he's ever seen. They just keep plugging in another guy and keep marching on. And so here's the last thing I'll say about that for this week. I hope that there are plans in place to put Bixby on a bigger stage in the non-district season, play some of those elite teams from the state of Texas. Take this show on the road.
Another national TV game.
Yeah, let's see where Bixby lines up, because this is as good as a high school football team can possibly be for the most part.
And one of the reasons why we are talking about them is because of their offense and how explosive they can be, but also the coordinator, Coach Schneider, and also Lauren Montgomery. Their offensive minds are so creative and so unique that they know how to put these kids in the best situation. And, I was talking to Coach Montgomery before the game a couple weeks ago or last week, and he was saying, our kids are really smart and we know how much we can throw at them. And we know that they are going to take that knowledge and use it to our advantage and use it to what we know that the play needs to be.
I love that conversation so much. Let's play it right now. You were talking to Coach Montgomery last week about the offensive creativity there at Bixby.
And you guys do a lot of fun stuff. We see some trick plays and we see a lot of end arounds and reverses. How do you go through your play call for a certain game?
Yeah, I think the big thing for us is, we talk about players, formations, plays. And so how are we going to get our good players the ball in space? And then how are we going to design formations, motion shifts, things like that? in order to make the defense work just a little bit. And so that's kind of our thought process when we design those. And we just kind of build as the season goes on, and we keep adding to our plate of tricks and gadgets and things like that, and practicing them. And we're fortunate here at Bixby to have really smart kids that pick up and retain a lot of information.
Earlier this week, Coach Gundy over in Stillwater was talking about he watched the Red River game and he saw something and he was like, okay, we can take that play. Have you ever watched games and said, okay, we can take that play, maybe adjust it a little bit?
Yeah, I think Coach Schneider, our offense coordinator, he's kind of the mad scientist behind all of that. And one of his hobbies in the off season, he's got an account called Preps Reps, where he goes through and he watches high school football games from all over the country, and he finds plays that he likes and he posts them, and he saves those plays in a file. And I know just that process gets a lot of creative juices flowing on his part.
I'm glad you mentioned Coach Snyder because he's one of the best OCs in the state and in the region. Has he ever come up to you with something and says, "Hey, Coach, I got something here," and you kind of look at it and you go, "I don't know about that." Just kind of like, that's even over my mind.
All the time, and that's because he's a creative personality and I'm not, and so we've worked together long enough. I think this is our 13th year working together that I'm able to, I know that just keep my mouth shut and stay out of his way.
Keeps the juices flowing between both y'all, right?
Right, exactly.
All right, there you go. That's an exclusive. You're not going to get that anywhere else, my friends. That's good content, Dan. I like that interview. All right, so Bixby takes on Westmore this week, and this is a battle of unbeatens. Both of those teams 4-0 in district play, and then we've got another one as Union takes on Edmond Santa Fe. So Union Edmond Santa Fe on Thursday, both teams 4-0 in district play, and then Bixby Westmore on Friday, both of those teams 4-0 in district play. Pretty good little slate, even though those games are happening on the west side. Pretty good little slate in 6A1 for us this week.
Yeah, all of our teams are heading out west. That's we love to get at least one of them when they're at home, but I think Enid is in play, and you got Edmond, you got Moore in play.
I think we made a big trade. We send our teams west for the weekend. They send the Oklahoma City Thunder to us, and that's
true.
The 5-for-1 works out somehow. Okay, so Bixby is one of 8 Green Country unbeatens if we're talking Class A through 6A1. So I'll run those down. We've played 7 high school football games so far this year. 8 of our teams have yet to take a loss. Bixby is 1. Let me skip 5A. We'll do that last. In Class 4A, it's Wagner and Podo. Both of those teams are really, really good. Class 3A, it's Lincoln Christian. Lincoln Christian never loses regular season games. In 2A, Kiefer is still 7-0, having a great season. In Class A, it's Hominy. We've seen some of the athletes there. That's a heck of a team for Class A ball. And then Sallisaw Central is 7-0. And then in Class 5A, it's Claremore, and they play maybe the marquee game this week. Claremore at Bishop Kelly, both of those teams unbeaten in district play. That's Friday night.
Yeah, and Claremore caught our eye early when it felt like they were averaging 60 points a game. I think they had back-to-back games where they scored 60. They've come back down to earth just a little bit, but they're still hanging around near 35 to 40 points a game, which if you do that in high school, you've got to like your chances of winning. And then Kelly, we didn't really know what to expect from Kelly, I don't think. And then
it wasn't a great start, yeah.
And then beat McGinnis, and we're starting to see the pieces churning, and then get to where they're at now, and they're undefeated in district, and this is going to be a huge game. We talked about Collinsville earlier in the year. They're in this district as well. This game is going to be whoever wins this game, especially if it's Kelly, then you've beaten Collinsville and Claremore already. You've got to like the chances of that district title coming home and getting the number 1 seed out of the district.
Braxton Etheridge is the quarterback. And it's not that they only have one receiver, but Gage Deckard is the top receiver. More than 400 yards and 4 touchdowns last week in the win over Edison for Etheridge. And then Deckard had another big day. It seems like he does every Friday night. 9 catches, 182 yards, and a touchdown. We may hear from them again later this week. We do a little segment called FNL Player of the Week. We may hear from one of them or maybe both of them. I don't know.
That's a tease right there.
Yeah, that's a tease right there. Okay. Let's put a bow on what was week 7 of the high school football season. What great finish. You were there for at least part of the game. Cassia Hall beats Verdigris 35-32. We'll have more of that game in our plays of the week coming up next, but give people sort of the lowdown on how that game finished.
Yeah, fantastic back and forth from both teams. Cassia goes up and takes a relatively big lead early, and then Verdigris just keep churning, and they get the lead late. Then Cassia scores, so there's about a minute left. Verdigris does a hook and lateral play, gets it down to the 1. We're thinking, okay, like Verdigris is going to score. But just like we saw in the Red River game, just a goal line stand.
How about
Cassia kept him out for 4 straight plays, and then did like a couple running plays to run the clock out. and just a fantastic high school football game from both sides.
Love it. To finally put a bow on week 7 of the high school football season in our FNL postgame podcast, we love to do a little thing called our plays of the week. Dan, did I actually send you a list of the plays, or are you flying blind here?
No, you did, and I
You're good to
appreciate
go?
it.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm going to get it
I'm ready
started
to go.
because I know I had the
Okay.
Booker T highlight. So let's start with number 5. Number 5, Booker T gets a much-needed win against U.S. Grant. The final score was 63-0. Dalen Overstreet getting the scoring started. How about this play? Starting right, cutting all the way back left. A lot of running for a 44-yard touchdown. Booker T a winner on Friday.
We're going to head over to Jinx for our number 4 play, and KD Jones. When this man gets the ball, it's always must-see TV. He's going to break off a 50-yard touchdown in that big win. Again, that's KD Jones just getting the ball, making magic happen, 50-yard touchdown.
Aesthetically pleasing. That's how you want it to look. All right, we go down to Muskogee. That's where we're going to be for our game of the week this week as they take on Booker T. And Timothy Moore woke up and chose violence against the punter. Oh, my goodness. Oh, whoo, big hit. Ball dislodged. Goes for a touchdown. Muskogee beats Tahlequah 67-0. Number 2 from you, Dan. Sapulpa.
Yeah, that Sapulpa offense just continuing to fly. They big win, 50 points. We're going to go with Colton Howard just launching it to Jordan Clark. And this one's going to go 89 yards. You talk about scoring in a hurry, an 89-yard touchdown will do it. That's Colton Howard to Jordan Clark. Sapulpa, a big win this past weekend.
And they ruled him down at the 1, even though if you slow it down frame by frame, I think he got in. But
Ruled it.
At the 1.
It's a touchdown on the FNL top 5.
All right, we'll do this last one kind of together. How about that? Your number 1 play, without question, Cassia Hall's Owen Darby, who had a great touchdown that you captured while you were there, just a couple of nifty cutbacks. And then I believe it was his father who sent us our play of our official number 1 play of the week. Walk us through that 2-point conversion, Dan.
Yeah, so this is actually the 2-point conversion after he scored a touchdown. So he gets all 8 points on this drive. But he's racing out, and he just decides my body is worth these 2 points as he goes end over end, good old-fashioned Adolis Garcia cartwheel into the end zone, over defenders for the 2-point conversion. And I was getting a cutaway of Medina on this one, so we have his reaction to this.
You're going to have to send me that. We're going to have to add that.
Owen Darby, just an insane 2-point conversion. And again, that one Cassia wins by 3. So that 2-point conversion was crucial at that point.
Owen Darby, just a fun name to say. Okay, there you go. That's how we do it. Our top 5 plays of the week. Player of the week last week, Wagner's Whit Edwards. I know you had fun with this one, Dan.
Yeah, and I caught wind about Whit Edwards a while back. And so this one's been on my radar. And obviously he is an SEC talent. You see him out there and he does everything. But it's what he does off the field and in a different arena that really caught my eye, and I wanted to chat with him about it.
I was the field goal kicker, everything, so I just started punting, and then Friday night he just came up to me and he was like, we need some big punts right here, and he told me to get it in between the 10-yard line, and I did that, The biggest part is, just having the will, just being able to focus in and learn everything is probably the biggest part about that, is just learning every key to every position, for sure.
So obviously Friday, a big day for you too. You announced your commitment to Vanderbilt. Now that's kind of off your shoulders. You can focus on football, but why Vanderbilt? Why is that school the right one for you?
Vanderbilt came to me early in my recruiting process, and they put this image in my mind where they think I could play early and start as a true freshman and go play maybe both sides of the ball, a couple packages on defense or something, and in this game, it's not really about the name of the football. For some people it is, or the name of the college or the program, I think it's just more about a relationship and what the coaches think you can do going on.
You rodeo, and you made that a big part of your video. Tell me about the rodeo background.
Growing up, I used to watch rodeo on the TV, and I'd be riding the chair like it was a horse. That's all I used to do back in the day. And before I came here in 6th grade, I homeschooled and I was a rodeoer. And that's all. I love that part. It gets you away from. There's 2 sides of life, There's this side where you're always on a ranch, and there's a side where you can be on a football field, and it's way two different places in the world, and I love being able to switch.
What do you like more, rodeo or football?
Rodeo. I love rodeo. Rodeo is a thing you can do for the rest of your life. Football, there's always gonna be an end, but you can rodeo when you're man. At 80, if you can step on the back of a horse and swing a rope, you can do it.
That was good. How great was that announcement video? Roping a calf, and then showing the Vanderbilt.
Just showing Vanderbilt, and they had a Vandy flag out there. Yeah, that's
props.
And he's such a great kid to talk to. So awesome.
Yeah, no question. So, and I think some Vandy people had a hand in that in the video and everything else. I'm not sure how it all came together, who had the idea, but hats off to everybody involved, because that is honestly the coolest announcement video I can possibly imagine. Like,
For sure.
that was awesome. All right. So all the best to Whit Edwards the rest of the way this season, and then obviously beyond as he heads to Nashville to play for Clark Lee, former Notre Dame defensive coordinator. And speaking of the Notre Dame defense, Dan, did you? No, I'm kidding. I won't go on and on for the next hour and a half.
Darian Prince is all I need to talk about when it comes to Notre Dame.
I mean, we made Lincoln Riley's offense look like it was from the Big Ten West or something. Looked like Iowa.
Don't disrespect Iowa like that.
They were terrible.
You see that total's like 32 points this weekend?
Who's Iowa got this week?
Wisconsin, maybe?
Oh, 32.
32.
I think they go 3 and out on 60% of their possessions. I saw this morning on Twitter. The Iowa offense. Okay, that's it for the FNL postgame
Get back on track.
Our 8th week of high school football in the books, week 9 on the way. Man, we love covering this stuff. And the playoffs are going to be here before you know it. When you feel that chill in the air, you know the most important games are on deck. So there it is for Dan, Caden. Till next time, talk to you later.